Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay, let's turn around and watch the unveiling. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go Runners! You guys did a good job. I had the easy part. Cosmetic stuff.
But this guy
did all the hard work.
This guy spent the whole weekend building the frame for that so we could get it up before graduation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Good job.
Uh-huh.
I seen part of the video, so it was a really exciting game.
Yes.
Yeah. For everybody. It was tense for everyone.
Right at the end.
Check out the video on YouTube?
Yes. No, but I'm going to. Yeah. We went down in history. Yes.
That's right. That's right. You did.
Now everybody will remember me. Like, I did that. I mean, I helped do that.
Yeah. Well,
We're pretty much the best.
well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
First run, actually, I remember on. She had stopped, and I saw that the left fielder missed her, and I sent her. But the second run, before I could tell her to go, she was gone.
She was good.
She was gone, yeah. She was watching the ball. She did what she was supposed to do, and she picked that up on her own. So it was nice to see the young girls step up and make the plays and be the ones who really helped us score those 2 runs. So we're excited for the upcoming years.
Good for you. Good for you. And the girl that scored both runs is a sophomore.
She'll be a junior this year.
Yeah, be a junior this year.
Yep.
So that kind of leadership, you got something to look forward to.
Oh, definitely. And then Lindy, who made both contacts that scored those 2 runs, she's also only going to be a junior next year. So we have a lot of good girls coming up, and they've obviously been paying attention.
Well, Coach, this is kind of like the morning after, even though it's a couple days after, but...
oh yeah, we're still on a high.
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah, looking forward to next year. It was very pleasurable for me. The players, the coaches, everything was very, very nice. And I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Good, and what's the team look like for next year?
We'll be good. Maybe not quite as good this year, at least from what we see now, but we'll be good.
We'll be competitive.
Yeah, be competitive. Now, in this team, which part of the coaching did you actually work on the most?
I didn't really concentrate on anything. I helped where I could and offered suggestions, which were all accepted. So.
Well, the scoring run came from a pretty savvy base runner who didn't let up.
And a pretty savvy coach who sent her.
Who sent her on, that's right.
Absolutely.
Because she burned it. I looked at the video and she went right in, right across the plate.
Yeah, well, Krista had her going. That's what we practiced all year, aggressive base running. And it paid off often.
Really paid off. Yeah, yes. She scored both of those runs.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations. Look forward to next year.
Me too.
Did all the team members get that shirt?
Yes, all of the team members and all the coaches.
And all the coaches too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. So now you won't see these girls until, what, are you going to have a banquet, I guess? Or?
Yeah, our banquet's going to be on Friday the 26th because we have to wait for our catcher to get back from Europe. So.
And, okay, 26th, where, here at the school?
No, actually at one of our assistant coach's house. He has a pool and we have a big
Oh, I see.
Okay. But we're going to be doing fundraising, so they'll be seeing a lot of me still.
All right. Well, congratulations again. A great season.
It's a burger like it's up in the air.
Yeah, right. I'll miss it. I guess, yeah.
How many do you think you served today?
I don't know.
Thousands or hundreds or tens? Or?
We didn't have that many, I don't think.
Maybe a couple hundred?
Yeah, I don't know how many's in that box. I just cook them. Yeah, I just cook them.
And what do you do for the RCSD?
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. If they need a chef, you're the chef. How's the open house gone today?
It seems quite well for our first one. Thank God the wind's blowing. I wouldn't notice like without our wind. Looks like we've got us a skateboard demonstrator here with us too tonight.
Good, good. And any idea how many people visited this afternoon?
I would say it's easily in the hundreds.
Good.
We've been pushing out hot dogs and hamburgers pretty quick out here.
Good. And it seems like it's the first one open house in recent memory, anyway.
First one I can recall, yes.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like I heard somebody mention the fact that we thought there's only the front office here.
Or you have to bring your money in, right? Well, yeah. Somebody asked me about Sweet Sue. Why did they call the truck Sweet Sue? And I said, well, you know, the reason is because
She's a honey pumper.
Mr. Witt, today at the Rotary Club here in Roseman, you talked about risk, which is very interesting since you come from the Mojave Airport, managing that. What about that?
Well, risk has been stripped out of the American equation over the last 40 years. If you just plot when we left the moon and canceled Apollo, we've been trapped in low Earth orbit, and our production as scientists and as engineers, the rate of production has declined ever since. And I really believe that places like Mojave are one of the last stands where we can allow the taking of risk on a daily basis and bound it, if you will, to ensure that we're fundamentally safe. But it's okay to take risk, because without risk you don't have advancement. 20 a year. We have 1,000 kids, and each class has a rocket project, and we just host it. It's not our event, but we host the event, and we allow the event to come to the airport.
Sure.
And again, it is risky to some people. You let kids handle rockets, home-built rockets, and yes, we do. And they learn how high they go, and they learn how how high they get there. And it's all about applied math. And like I said, fourth graders don't know they can't learn it.
Yeah.
It's our limit, not theirs. They're happy to learn what we're willing to teach.
And I bet it's become more and more popular.
Every year.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So what do you think of this park here that Mike Antonovich put in?
I think this is great. A community park. It has everything in it that we need in Roseman, and it shows a way to actually have monies. Donation of the benches, donation of this, and it's really great. And we just got all this news and coming down and spending our time, and it's a great thing.
And maybe LA County, Norm Hickling and Mike Antonovich would share plans and at least advice about how long it takes and how
much it is.
And how much it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Ryback and Roseman Athletic Director Jeff Smith, we presented to the Roadrunners head coach, Stan Lyon.
Conditioning unit to keep it cooler, or
making it bigger.
making it bigger because it gets too hot here?
Well, I wouldn't say too hot. It's just increasing capacity.
Oh, I see.
It's a lot worse than San Diego.
Yeah, well, that's true. And later in the afternoon, the sun hits right in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cooks it.
Yeah, it's just a combination of increased airflow and exhaust capacity.
Yeah. It's too bad we can't put some kind of a hood to shield the screen, because when the sun gets low, you can't.
Yeah.
It's hard to read.
We noticed that in the when we first installed that, the sun was a little bit lower in the sky.
Yeah.
You get a lot more of it. Now that it's getting to summer, it's a little higher in the sky.
Right.
Thank you from lots of the different schools in the area, because you donate money in order for these schools to have newspapers in which they read in the classroom and go over the news and have a feeling for what newspaper is, so maybe they'll look at it when they get older, keep reading and keeping up with the news instead of maybe whether they read it online or just have something that they know this is real news. It's not a blog. It's not just anybody putting anything out there. And it says, thank you for supporting the Mojave Desert newspaper and education literacy program. And it's a nice little certificate. Plus, there's a bunch of thank you notes from different schools thanking the district for donating papers, and a lot of them are there's quite a few that are